Have you ever had to walk the streets alone at night? For some men, this is something that can be done without fear of being harmed. And for a large majority of women, this is something that we avidly avoid due to the possibility of being attacked. There is an inequality that exists in the lifestyles between men and women, and we need to recognize this. Women are subjected to more violent experiences in their life simply because they are women, and this is something that they cannot control. As a woman myself, I understand the dangers that exist in society because I am female. I've read too many times where women are victims of violence, and this goes beyond the US borders. In Britain, women are more subjected to gender based violence. Today, I will be talking about the causes of gender based violence and the effects it specifically has against women. Now, let's begin to understand the causes of gender based violence. Harmful gender norms held about women cause gender based violence. These gender norms against women continue to condone the violence that targets them. According to a case study published on December 1st, 2019, by the Sexual Violence Research Initiative, gender based violence is rooted in harmful gender norms and attitudes, or unspoken social rules of behavior that are maintained by a specific group. With a continuous belief in these gender norms and social behaviors, women continue to be seen as inferior and can be seen as easier targets to be subjected to this violence. The idea of harmful gender norms continues as it encourages men to believe that they're superior and that they can take advantage of women. Published by the UN Training Centra on January 27, 2020, a self learning training booklet about understanding the masculinities and the violence against women explains how the ideology of men having a greater political, economic, and social power naturally harms women. It expresses that it puts women at an inferior level in society, and it at an internal level, men can believe that they are justified to their entitlement to objectify women, as it's a male given right to do so. Now that we understand one of the root causes of gender based violence, how does this begin to affect women? How does this affect their lifestyle and their very well being? Women are subject to gender based violence and abuse, such as harassment, assault, and even murder. Statistics prove that women are targets of harassment, violent domestic abuse, and sexual abuse. According to a definition page on the UK Against Violence and Abuse Project, 1 in 5 women will experience stalking since the age of 16. And this can be seen in the graphic at the top of this slide, where one woman is highlighted amongst five in pink. It continues to say that 1 in 4 women in the UK will experience domestic violence in their lifetime, and this can be seen in the graphic as one woman is highlighted amongst 4 women at the very bottom. The article continues to say that every year, 400,000 women are sexually assaulted and 80,000 women are raped in the UK. Sadly, these statistics prove that women are the majority of targets of harassment, violent domestic abuse, and sexual abuse. Another article published by Amnesty International UK on May 18th, 2020, reports that 2 women are killed by their partners every week. Of all female homicides, 40% are killed by gender based violence. This can be seen in the pie chart on the left titled Female Homicides, with the purple indicating the 40%. This symbolizes that almost half of female homicides are purely based on the fact that they are women and that their gender can be seen as a justification of this violence. The article continues saying that UK police receive a call every minute about domestic abuse, with 89% of women being abused by men. This can be seen in the pie chart labeled calls of domestic abuse, with the 89% highlighted and shown in purple. This symbolizes that the majority of domestic abuse calls are women being abused by men. And even with the 89% of these calls being of this nature, only 24% are officially reported due to the social norms in the UK about women being submissive to men in society. With, With these statistics and the graphics that I've shown, it is clearly evident that women are taken advantage of and seen as targets in society to be subjected to cruel violence. Beyond just abuse and harassment, women are even victims of murder, as they are seen as members of society that are undervalued. On March 17th, 2020, a CNN article covered Sarah Everend, a woman who was murdered by a male police officer while walking home. This caused protests in favor of protecting women against male violence. In the article, it cites that a recent survey showed that women between the ages of 18 and 24 in the UK said that 97% of them experienced some form of unwelcome intimidation in public. This can be seen in the pie chart on the slide with the 97% of women between the ages of 18 and 24, and this can be seen represented by the purple portion of the pie chart. Still, due to deep seated norms in Britain, women feel that they cannot come forward or be heard about these types of experiences. If women are not valued enough to be heard and protected, there is a possibility that cases such as Sarah Everend's will increase. With all this information, what can we come to understand what is happening in Britain, and how can we challenge the causes of gender based violence to ensure that women are protected? In Britain, we understand that women are more subjected to gender based violence. Gender norms held about women portray them as inferior to men in society politically, economically, and socially. And this enables men to subject women to harassment and violent abuse. In order to combat gender norms, we need to understand that it manifests into gender based violence, and that this is all due to an unequal power relationship between men and women in society. We need to affirm that violence against women is a violation of their rights and freedoms to live their lives just as any man could. And most importantly, we need to listen to women and their experiences and continue to encourage movements that bring awareness about gender based violence against women.